Hey YouTube! So I cleaned out my room recently in California, my childhood bedroom. So I have just some fun things that might just make you remember things of your childhood. Maybe a CD that you might have forgotten about. Maybe a sort of a writing instrument that you might have thought was all the rage in 5th grade if you were anything like me. I had other stuff, like I had like Pochaco, yeah, from Sanrio. I had some like Pochaco stationery. I had tech decks. I just didn't save those for the video. Threw away, Goodwill, you know, a lot of that stuff. So I'm gonna hit you with the CDs right now. I have to pick them up. Holla! Okay, Christina Aguilera. Some of these are really dusty. Ugh. This is Christina Aguilera's Just Be Free. Were any of these songs popular? I don't remember any of these songs. Ooh, ouch. This might have been her second CD. Total fail. Britney Spears, Oops, I Did It Again. So good. This one had Oops, I Did It Again, Stronger, Don't Go Knocking on My Door, whatever. I Can Get No Satisfaction, Don't Let Me Be the Last to Know. Oh, love that. Lucky, oh my God. Lucky, love that one. One Kiss From You, Where Are You Now, Can't Make Me Love You, Dear Diary. Those ones were all shitty. Love it. This was great. This one had It's Gonna Be May. You know when Justin Timberlake said that? Okay, this one had Bye Bye Bye. Oh, Space Cowboy. Oh, featuring Lisa Left Eye Lopez. R.I.P. Pour One Out For You, sister. Okay, Just Got Paid. It Makes Me Ill. This I Promise You. Digital Get Down. Now That's What I Call Music 2. You know this is long ago because aren't they on like Now That's What I Call Music 54 or something ridiculous like that? This one is 2. This one had Baby One More Time, New Radicals, Get What You Give, Semisonic, Closing Time, Sheryl Crow, My Favorite Mistake, Fatboy Slim, Praise You, Garbage, I Think I'm Paranoid, 98 Degrees, Because of You, Spice Girls, Goodbye, R. Kelly, When a Woman's Fed Up, don't really remember that, clean version, keep note, clean version, Everclear, Father of Mine, Baz Luhrmann, Everybody's Free to Wear Sunscreen. Now That's What I Call Music 2. Ooh, we got Mariah Carey, Butterfly. She loved those belly chains. She was all about those. This one had Honey and Butterfly. I liked it. I wasn't a huge Mariah fan, but you know, I got into it. Bewitched! Oh, I love them. C'est la vie. Do you remember the scene in Smart House when the girl gets to like watch Bewitched on her walls because the TV did it? Hey boy, sitting in a tree, dun, 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 comforting. The Marshall Mathers LP, loved me some Eminem, all about it. Ryan and I were recently, confession, you know, maybe this is embarrassing, maybe not. Ryan and I were recently listening to Eminem on Spotify, and we were listening to some of the songs, and we were like, this shit's fucked up. The Ken Kniff, creepy. Stan, that was in there. Real Slim Shady. Amityville, that was a crazy one. Who let their kids listen to this? But naturally, we totally loved it, and we just didn't really get it, so. Eminem. Oh, Jennifer Lopez, If You Had My Love. If Only She Had Some Talent. A bunch of different versions of If You Had My Love. Wow, I bought a single that had just, you know, the CD's still in there. Wow, who cares? Now That's What I Call Music 3. If you care to see what the track listing is, you can pause right now and just read that. Yeah, these ones, some of these are weird. Oh, Hey Leonardo, She Likes Me for Me. Ricky Martin. I mean, what other song did he have really besides Livin' La Vida Loca? I can't even remember. Oh, Shake Your Bon Bon. I loved Shake Your Bon Bon. Because I love shaking my bon bon. Shania Twain, Come On Over. Feel Like a Woman. Austin Powers, Spy Who Shagged Me soundtrack. Remember buying soundtracks was like huge? Yeah, there's that. Ooh, the original NSYNC album. Ah, love this one. I can remember going on school trips and listening to this with my Walkman, you know, the CD player thing, and just feeling so cool. Tearing Up My Heart. Oh, I Want You Back. Love some vintage NSYNC. This is the best. Spice Girls, Spice World. Gotta love me some Spice Girls. They're just fucking amazing. They were the best. I was so obsessed with Spice Girls. This was my first CD. I brought a little bag of coins and some dollars to the warehouse, and I bought Chumbawamba. And I only like that one song, but I actually know every single one of their songs, so I would listen to the CD all the time, like Amnesia, All Killer No Filler. Love some good Sum 41. Love those little punky boys. Eminem, The Eminem Show. I totally remember buying this at the mall and like being like, are they gonna let me get it because it's parental advisory and I don't have my mom with me? But totally got away with it. Sugar Ray. Love me some Sugar Ray. Pink. She's just misunderstood, guys. Love Pink. She's always on the radio still. How does that girl do it? I always liked how she had those little freckles. She doesn't really like draw those on anymore, but she used to like draw on her freckles more. I don't know. Gotta love Pink. Remember before she was like actually who she was, and she was all thinned out and like kind of R&B-ish Pink, because that's how the record label made her at first, with that first song where, There You Go, maybe it was called that? I don't know. Vintage Pink. Destiny's Child, Survivor. Love Destiny's Child. I'll still listen to that. Alicia Keys, Songs in A Minor. Wasn't really a huge Alicia Keys fan. Probably just bought this to be cool. Whatever. Limp Bizkit, Significant Other. Love me some Limp Bizkit. I have an older brother, so, you know, we listen to the Limp. Blue Cantrell, So Blue. She was just gonna hit him up style. That's what I remember, yep. Hit him up style. If your man wanna get buck wild, just go back and hit him up style. I like that message. If your man wants to fuck around on you, spend his money, bitches. Destiny's Child, Writing on the Wall. Love it. Dog Cha Na Na. Is that in this one? I don't know. Dog Cha Na Na. Say My Name. I think that's the beginning of Say My Name. This is Christina Aguilera. This must be the debut album. Let's see, when did this one come out? 1999. Okay, so that second album was the first one I showed. Total dud, no hits. This was the first one. Genie in a Bottle, baby. Britney Spears, Baby One More Time. This is the original. She kind of looks fucking scary. Like they put too much self-tanner on and then they just went in Photoshop and photoshopped her teeth and her eye whites to be like insanely white. It's weird. City High, What Would You Do if your son was at home, like crying alone on the bedroom floor because he's hungry, but the only way to feed him is to sleep with a man for a little bit of money? City High, one of the guys actually was on Intervention. I remember watching the episode and I felt really sad. I saw them on the TRL tour with Destiny's Child and 3LW and Dream and all those people. Oh, here we go. Destiny's Child, 8 Days of Christmas. Because it wouldn't be the 90s and the early 2000s if people weren't wearing skiing goggles on the top of their head for no apparent reason. I wasn't a huge Maya fan. I loved Like a Bird, but that was pretty much it. So those were all the CDs that I found in my closet. I definitely owned others, but I think I probably lent them to friends, or I felt really cool and like destroyed them or threw them away or something like that. My first tapes, that tape where it was like, I Like the Way You Work, Kid, No Diggity, Bag It Up. That was Blackstreet. And I had a Michael Jackson tape and a Beatles tape, and I just listened to those on repeat. I really loved, like, It Don't Matter If You're Black or White or something like that Michael Jackson song. Next thing that I found in my closet that just was like childhood, besides Limited 2 stuff, I'll just mention, you know, Limited 2 bag, hello. I talked about that in the video that's on my main channel, which is my gross old makeup I found. So I'm actually gonna link that right here. So if you want to watch a video about gross makeup and hear me talk about Limited 2 a little bit, you know, there was the butterfly clips, Skechers, platforms and flatforms are back in, so all comes full circle. So now I'm gonna talk about some pens, and not just any pens, Milky pens. Do you guys remember Milky pens? They were so cool. They were just like creamy pastel white. You know, they make some great nail polish colors now. But oh my God, I was obsessed with Pentel Milky pens. So here's a green one, we got a baby blue one, a nice little purple one, pink Milky, and lastly we got a white Milky. So Milky pens, hello. If you guys remember Milky pens, tell me in the comments. Jelly rollers, love them. They were more sparkly, you know, they weren't so just like milky and subdued like the Milky pens. They weren't as creamy, a little more opaque. I don't know what I'm talking about. The coolest thing was like to get a black notepad and then write with your Milky pens because it would show up. And then also these weren't good, but these were just jellies. Not as good. It's like knockoff, like the poor kids bought jellies. I'm just kidding. Don't look now, I'm gonna take a picture with my iZone camera. I found my iZone. I had so many iZone pictures all over my room. I just bought so much iZone film. I actually have like a little jar that's just full of the pictures. So my life from like 5th to like 6th grade, maybe into 7th, maybe even into 8th, I don't know. Maybe not even 5th, I don't know. I don't know the year exactly. Middle school, totally documented via iZone camera. I have so many of these things. I still have film in here. I might be able to take a picture. I don't know that it's on. I don't know if it really took it though. I feel like I need batteries. Oh my God, but I still have another thing in there. I could sell this on eBay, I bet. Woo, no, I'm just kidding. Probably can't. But iZone camera. I have one lucky picture left. I'll save it, you know, for the birth of my child, being there with an iZone camera. So I have some cards to show you because I was a weird little card collecting child. And okay, I like the weird cards that my dad and my brother didn't want. Like they would collect baseball cards and I just wanted the checklist. So I wanted it when it was like a jersey material. I'm like, oh, that's the best card. I don't know, there's like a Lord of the Rings card, but if you go deep into it, okay, here are all my Sailor Moon cards. Oh my God, they're so wonderful. I didn't even watch Sailor Moon, I didn't even like it. I was just thinking like, you know, I was a collector. These things are gonna be worth money someday. I'm showing you my big investment of my childhood. I love the ones that were gigantic like this. I thought these were so cool. I have a couple of these in here. I don't know, maybe you guys were like Sailor Moon watchers and you'll know who some of these people are. I don't know, here's like a little midget version of that other lady. This girl's like, oh, I got purple hair. I don't know, this one's like, oh. Oh! These are what I imagine the noise they make. Okay, that's the end of that. Oh, here's some Ren and Stimpy cards and a guy that was like a toast. Oh, I remember him from something. Okay, Ren and Stimpy. Love Ren and Stimpy. Ooh, some great holographics. Wizard of Oz cards. More Wizard of Oz. And here's where it gets real good. My WCW cards. I loved wrestling. Look, there's Miss Elizabeth. She was my favorite. But I got people like, do I remember any of these guys? Sick Boy, Canyon, Alex Wright. Okay, I don't remember any of these guys. Screw them. Ah, here we go. These are the guys I remember. Here we got Lex Luger. We got Sting. I was always like, ah, his makeup's so scary. Yep, Steiner Brothers. I remember them. And then Jim Ross, Eddie Guerrero. The last thing that I found is kind of embarrassing. Well, number one, it's in, I'm gonna cover up my name, but it's in this binder that if you can see, I wrote the Babysitters Club on it. I used to just babysit like my cousins, but I wrote like flyers and I distributed them to the neighborhood and I said I charged $1 an hour and I used like clip art graphics. Dog's barking. This is a creepy little binder apparently that I made probably around 6th grade and it is Chelsea's WWF pictures. I loved WWF. So this one has Badass Billy Gunn, The Rock, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. I printed these out for my computer. Mankind with Shane McMahon. Oh, he was so evil. And then, let's see, what's next? And then here I've got Triple H, Mankind, Steve Blackman. I don't really remember him that much. Al Snow, Road Dogg, Jesse James. Got The Rock, Edge. Edge still wrestles. I watched wrestling with my boyfriend like one night a couple weeks ago and I was like, oh my God, all these guys are still working. And then lastly, more pictures of The Rock and Mankind. I kind of had like a weird obsession with The Rock. I thought he was like really hot for some reason. Yeah, I don't know about that. So that is just my random collection of weird stuff I found from my childhood. Not so weird, just stuff from my childhood that I found in my room when I was clearing it out. Thought it could be fun, could maybe give you guys some memories, take you back to when you were younger. And let me know if you guys love to watch wrestling too. I was obsessed with wrestling. And if you collected trading cards. Thank you for watching. I feel like a little stuffed animal.